Good morning. Warren County Fiscal Court, Thursday, December 19th, 2024, now called to order. I'm happy to have Reverend Courtney Warren, who's a pastor of State Street Baptist Church, is with us this morning. He's going to lead us in invocation, and that's going to be followed by the pledge to the flag from Magistrate Rick Williams. Reverend Warren.
Please allow us to bow. Gracious God, we come right now thanking you for another day. We thank you for another day that is filled with your grace and your mercy. And we thank you for that, Lord. We thank you for this season that we has been able to participate in, Lord. And we celebrate the Son of yours that was a gift to us, your Son, Jesus. Let us be mindful of that, Lord, as we do work today, Lord, that's according to your will, your way, and your plan to fulfill your purpose, Lord. Let us all use the common sense that you have given us, Lord, to make great decisions today for the citizens of the Warren County of Kentucky. We thank you and we praise you. It is in your name, your Son's name, that we pray. And everyone state, amen.
Amen.
Amen. If you would, please join me, face our flag, and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance to our country's flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Reverend Warren. All right, clerk, please call the roll.
Esquire Williams.
Here.
Esquire McWhorter. Here. Esquire Lawrence.
Here.
Esquire Aldridge.
Here.
Esquire Lasley.
Here.
Esquire Cummings.
Here. All right, first item is approved minutes of the fiscal court meeting on December 5th, 2024. Motion by Squire Lasley, second by Squire Williams. Any corrections? If not, please call the roll.
Esquire Williams.
Yes.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Aldridge.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lasley.
Yes.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am. Next item is approve the work schedule for the Warren County Road Department. Motion by Squire Aldridge, second by Squire McWhorter. Discussion or questions? Please call the roll.
Esquire Williams.
Yes.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Aldridge.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lasley.
Yes.
Esquire Cummings.
ma'am. All right, before we get rolling with the rest of the agenda, we've got a presentation this morning, and we've got John Sowers from the South Central Kentucky Workforce Development Board, and we're got a great presentation on our New American Workforce Navigator Service. And so, John.
Good morning. My name is John Swords. I'm the President and CEO of the South Central Workforce Development Board. It's an honor to give you a report today. The Warren County Fiscal Court and Bowling Green City Commission have graciously been co-funding a position we call the New American Navigator. And you've been doing that for the last few years. And what we wanted to do this morning is give you a quick update on the number of new Americans. These are the immigrants and refugees that live in our community, how we've served them in 2024. So most of this presentation will be given by Brian Becker and Annis and Christoffel, who do the work. But I'll make two quick points before I turn it over to them. First is that you're going to see large numbers, and the vast majority of the folks we are serving are here legally. They have work authorization, and those are the folks that we aim to serve and to help get into employment in Warren County. There are a few that do not have work authorization, and we will help them as much as we can. We will give them advice. But what we won't do is move them on to an employer and put any employer at risk. We do not want to violate the trust of any employer when we do that. And then the second point is that in terms of the funding is right now through the end of June. So we're not here to ask for money, but we are here to plant some seeds. So with that, I'll turn it over to Brian Becker.
Let's let the star of the show speak. Anna.
That is me. So, hello. Hello, good morning, happy Thursday. Buenos dias, bonjour, jambo, buongiorno. I love to start my presentation in this way. My name is Anna San Cristoful, and in my position as New American Workforce Navigator for South Central Workforce Development Board, we help and support all different New Americans communities that we can find in this area, especially Spanish community, but also Congolese, African, and Burmese community. New American, all people who were not born in the United States and arrived here for different immigration status, refuge, asylum, family, business, study, including the second generation. Our major activities are community and high school engagement, employment services, and employer engagement. For the first one, we make a monthly presentation in the 5 Warren County High School for our new American students and their family, giving them information, correct information, because information is power. And with them, they can take the best decision possible when finish high school, continue their education or find a job. We go out the second activities, employment services. We help our participants to find a permanent job, minimum 40 hours a week plus benefits. We really believe that in this way our participants can build a new future for them here in the United States. But our goal is not only refer them at different companies. Our goal is to make them competitive in the system, and in the future they can able to continue by themselves. How can we make this achieve? We make a weekly presentation, every week, a presentation in our office, in English, in Spanish, in Swahili, in coming soon, I hope, in Burmese. Information meeting, orientation training, resume workshop, and interview coaching. And the last is employer engagement. We work with all different companies in this area, trying to find the best candidate possible for the company and participate in the hiring process. This year, we personally assisted, you can see there, more than 1,500 participants, 1,500 new American participants. But this year, 2024, was especially difficult for all of us because there were not a lot of positions open. But we double our effort to support and help our participants. And we can say that this year, more or around 50% of them receive a permanent job offer, and 500 of them live in Warren County. So we have many, many success stories. One of them you can find in the page number 7. And in this case, it's a double success story, because on one hand, we have a Carlos, our participant, and on the other hand, we have a Scott and Murphy. Carlos, 15 years experience construction. On the other hand, Scott and Murphy looking for this kind of employees with this expertise. So in this case, we can make a match between Carlos and between the Scott and Murphy. And we can make this match, between our job seeker participant and the company that are looking for the best candidate or employee possible. Of course, we have the barrier that the language, we have different accents, but the turnover of our participant is not too high. And the final result of that is the economic development of this region, the economic development of Warren County. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Anna.
Yes, good morning, Court. There's not much more to add to that, right? So you guys have a lot of numbers in front of you, and we did provide a copy of our annual report too. Wanted to get that to you physically because that just became available last week. You can see the tremendous impact that we're having. And I'm here today just to tell you guys, you supported the work of changing a lot of lives. So thank you. To put things in perspective, I started with the Workforce Board in the spring of 2021. The year prior, I think we served about 20 people that we would consider new Americans as an organization. And you can see what it's grown to. And, across the political spectrum, supporting workforce development is there. I sit through a lot of meetings, as a lot of you do, and everybody supports putting people to work. And that's what we're here to tell you is happening and that you guys are making possible. So we're here to answer any questions you might have, or otherwise we just wanted to say God bless you and thank you guys for supporting this work.
It's great. Great impact on the community. And Anna, we need about 7 more of you. If you could help us with that, that would be great. One of the things I look at, I'm so proud to work with John and Brian and Anna, but when you look at that, and 500 residents of Warren County, new Americans receiving jobs, average of $19 an hour, my quick math is that's $19 million of payroll, $19 million. So when you talk about what funds a community, and for us to have the type of community that we all want to have, desire, and deserve, it comes from one place, and that comes from me, which is, I think, the pride of work. And so that's what I love about this program. Anna, you have been a superstar in our community. The number of people that she deals with, and it's a great program that John and Brian started with this New American thing. One thing I like to say when I'm talking with people is one thing I love about Warren County. Your last name doesn't matter in this community about your ability to do great things. Some smaller towns, evidently it does. That's probably why I don't live there, but so everyone has the opportunity to have the American dream in Warren County. We want to continue to have that happen. But thank you for getting these people to work, giving them the opportunity to take care of their families and have those great memories. I appreciate much this report, and obviously we're big supporters of this. This is a commitment that Fiscal Court has made to that and will continue to do. I think you'll find that out with this Fiscal Court here is very interested in that workforce development, how we can continue to get people to work. So thank you so much for that information, but happy to have any questions or any comments from any of the members of Fiscal Court. Great. Thank you all so very much. I hope you all have a very Merry Christmas. Thanks for coming down today too. All right, Item 6 is approve the second and final reading of ordinance 2438 relating to the closure of a portion of Morris Road located within Warren County, Kentucky. Motion by Squire Cummings, second by Squire Aldridge. Discussion or questions? Please call the roll.
Esquire Williams.
Yes.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lawrence. Esquire Aldridge.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lasley.
Yes.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Item 7 is approved second and final reading of ordinance 2439 amending the budget of Warren County. Motion by Squire Aldridge, second by Squire McWhorter. Discussion or questions? Please call the roll.
Esquire Williams.
Yes.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Aldridge.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lasley.
Yes.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Item 8 is approve the 211 report for November 2024. Motion by Squire Lawrence, second by Squire Lasley. Discussion or questions? Please call the roll.
Esquire Williams.
Yes.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Aldridge.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lasley.
Yes.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Item 9 is approved determination the amount of $14,000 to A to B contracting for concrete work to be completed inside the maintenance barn at Ephraim White Park. 3 quotes were obtained. This is the lowest and best. Motion by Squire Aldridge, second by Squire Cummings. Discussion or questions? Please call the roll.
Esquire Williams.
Yes.
Esquire McWhorter.
ma'am.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Aldridge.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lasley.
Yes.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Item 10 is approved determination the amount of $9,533 to Crowd Control Company for 100 crowd control barricades for use in the newly formed flag football program for Parks and Rec. 3 quotes were obtained. This is the lowest and best. Motion by Squire Aldridge, second by Squire Cummings. Discussion or questions? Please call the roll.
Esquire Williams.
Yes.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Aldridge.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lasley.
Yes.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Item 11 is approved first reading of ordinance 2440 establishing Round Dale Avenue and Blue Stem Circle located in Hanover Run subdivision as county roads and authorizing maintenance thereon and setting speed limits thereon. Motion by Squire Cummings, second by Squire Aldridge. Discussion or questions? Please call the roll.
Esquire Williams.
Yes.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lawrence. Esquire Aldridge.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lasley.
Yes.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Item 12 is approved first reading of ordinance 2441 establishing High Ridge Avenue and Hermitage Lane located in Poplar Grove subdivision Phase 4 as county roads and authorizing maintenance thereon and setting speed limits thereon. Motion by Squire Lawrence, second by Squire Lasley. Discussion or questions? Please call the roll.
Esquire Williams.
Yes.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Aldridge.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lasley.
Yes.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Item 13 is approved first reading of ordinance 2442 establishing Fortuna Court and Arrett Street located in Orchard subdivision as county roads and authorizing maintenance thereon and setting speed limits thereon. Motion by Squire Cummings, second by Squire Aldridge. Discussion, please call the roll.
Esquire Williams.
Yes.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Aldridge.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lasley.
Yes.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Item 14 is approve the updated fee in lieu of construction, or FELOC policy for stormwater management. Motion by Squire Lasley, second by Squire Lawrence. Discussion or questions? Please call roll.
Esquire Williams.
Yes.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Aldridge.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lasley.
Yes.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Item 15 is approve the treasurer's report for November 2024. Motion by Squire Williams, second by Squire Lawrence. Discussion or questions? Please call roll.
Esquire Williams.
Yes.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Aldridge.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lasley.
Yes.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Item 16 is approve order 2442, reappointing Jesse Varner to the Code Enforcement Board. Motion by Squire McWhorter, second by Squire Aldridge. Discussion or questions? Please call roll.
Esquire Williams.
Yes.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Aldridge.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lasley.
Yes.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Item 17 is approve the 2025 budget for Warren County Clerk's Office. Motion by Squire Aldridge, second by Squire Lawrence. You had that momentary pause there, Lynette. I was going to make you wait to see if we were. Any discussion other than that? Perfect. Please call the roll.
Esquire Williams.
Yes.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Aldridge.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lasley.
Yes.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Item 18 is approve the interfund transfers for Warren County. Motion by Squire Williams, second by Squire Lasley. Discussion or questions? Please call the roll.
Esquire Williams.
Yes.
Esquire McWhorter. Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Aldridge.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lasley.
Yes.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Item 19 is approved determination in the amount of $3,000 for reimbursement to Infinity Pipeline for crane rental cost for the Roger Cole Road culvert installation. This is the county's half of the cost, with the other half being paid by Infinity Pipeline. Motion by Squire Aldridge, second by Squire Cummings. Discussion or questions? Please call the roll.
Esquire Williams.
Yes.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Aldridge.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lasley.
Yes.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Item 20 is approve order 2443, declaring surplus property of Warren County and authorizing the judge executive to transfer surplus property to the Bowling Green Warren County Humane Society. And we're always tickled to death to have Lori Hare with us today, who is going to come up to the mic and tell this fine court what she's going to do with this property. Oh, I should have told you that beforehand, right?
That's okay.
I knew you wouldn't have a problem saying
Not
so.
at all, not at all. So I haven't seen some of you all in a long time, so it's glad to be here, so thank you. Basically, if you haven't heard, the city and the county own approximately a little over 3 acres at our current facility, and we own about the same amount. And as you've seen all over social media and in the news the last few years, our population has grown just like Bowling Green and Warren County. We're the highest intake shelter in the state of Kentucky and the state of Tennessee, averaging about 11,000 animals a year. When I started 25 years ago, just to give you an idea, we took in about 2,500 animals. So pre-COVID, we were seeing these numbers go down. Now we're seeing the numbers go up, but I think a lot of that is just because of the growth that we're seeing. Every family that moves to Warren County has pets, and so it's increasing that, but we've outgrown our facility, and we all know that building a new building isn't the answer. You all could give me $10 million and I could build the nicest facility anywhere out there, and it's going to be full in a month, and we have the same problem that we do now.
But surely we're not asking for that today.
Well,
I'm playing,
I was going to.
Don't worry about it.
Right.
Might as well while you're here.
Exactly. So bottom line, spay neuter is the only answer, and I know people get tired of us preaching that, but we have to get the overpopulation under control. When you walk through the shelters, you don't see cute little adoptable Shih Tzus, although we get those. But where we need the impact is with large dogs. We passed the community cat program about 4 years ago. We haven't euthanized a cat for space in over 3 years because of that. But now we need to be extremely aggressive through spay neuter with dogs, and especially large dogs. And we've been running a $10 pity kitty spay neuter for about the last 8 years. And starting in January, we're going to start $25 spay neuters for every single animal, regardless of size, breed, sex, any of that. But the reality is we've outgrown our clinics. So the only place we have left to build is on the property that the city and the county owned, and we can't write grants for that because we did not own that. So when we started talking to people, we had a lot of support to come to you all in the city about getting that land to where we could start writing some grants. You know, I try not to ask for anything. We are very self-sufficient, and we take pride in that. And but we've got a great community that supports us when we need it. But we definitely have the need to offer more spay-neuter, low-cost vaccination programs to the citizens of Bowling Green and Warren County. So this would allow us to do that by having that land.
That's great. Any questions for Lori? You know, Lori, we don't get to say it enough, but you are a unsung hero in this community. You make a difference every day that you come to work, and we are so appreciative of the partnership that we have, but also your heart for this community. And Lori, it is always an honor anytime you're here. You do such a great job
Well,
for us.
thank
We're always so
you.
proud to be with you, so thank you for coming
We've got a
today.
great team.
Yeah.
I wish I could take all the credit, but I have got an amazing
Yes.
team, and we've got an amazing community, and we're very appreciative.
And yeah, please let everyone know out there how much we appreciate each and every member of the
We will
Humane
do
Society
that.
out there. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, we have a motion by Squire Cummings, second by Squire McWhorter. Discussion or questions? Please call the roll.
Esquire Williams.
Yes.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Aldridge.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lasley.
Yes.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Item 21 is approved one-year contract renewal with Schmidt Consulting for providing grant writing services for Warren County in the amount of $2,800 per month. I will say this has been a successful program that we've done for years with Jennifer Schmidt. She actually lives in Alabama. She moved down there, but you don't have to be local to do this. But she has been such a great help to us. Well over $700,000 last year in grants, and continues to roll. So appreciate the opportunity for that. So motion by Squire Williams, second by Squire Lawrence. Discussion or questions? Please call the roll.
Esquire Williams.
Yes.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Aldridge.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lasley.
Yes.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Item 22 is approve the budget transfers for Warren County. Motion by Squire Williams, second by Squire Lasley. Discussion or questions? Please call the roll.
Esquire Williams.
Yes.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Aldridge.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lasley.
Yes.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
Item 23 is approve order 2444 appointing Alex Notmeyer to the Warren County Downtown Economic Development Board. Motion by Squire Lawrence, second by Squire Williams. Discussion or questions? Please call the roll.
Esquire Williams.
Yes.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Aldridge.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lasley.
Yes.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
The treasurer, please report the claims.
General fund, $7,410,251. Road fund, $308,983. Jail fund, $638,951. Stormwater fund, $52,492. LGEA fund, $40,833. E911 fund, $10,928. And Fed forfeiture fund, $3,599. If you have to answer any questions.
Motion to pay bills.
Motion by Squire Cummings, second by Squire Aldridge. Discussion or questions? Please call the roll.
Esquire Williams.
Yes.
Esquire McWhorter.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lawrence.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Aldridge.
Yes, ma'am.
Esquire Lasley.
Yes.
Esquire Cummings.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we have a few guests we'll talk about at the end of the meeting, but Sheriff Hightower?
Judge, just want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a silent night.
Amen to that. Thank you, Sheriff, for all the hard work they do. And so, again, very quickly, for our great employees of the jail, of the sheriff, Christmas for some of those employees is a little different because they're actually working. And so we appreciate the fine folks that are doing that. Miss Yates?
Merry Christmas.
I knew you'd be happy. You have a budget to start the year off. That's good. So, Jailer Harmon? Yep, and please tell all your employees as well. Thank you for all the work they're doing. All right, Mr. Comer?
Merry Christmas. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Josh Moore? I need to talk to you afterwards, Josh. Just remember something. It's good. It's good news. Nikki, Merry Christmas. Hey, Nikki, why don't you come forward, young lady? Could you just tell us very quickly, just a rough idea, but just how we're doing at the ice rink?
Yeah, the ice rink's actually going really, really well. The first couple weekends, we had some mechanical issues that were unexpected, but we handled those pretty well. Ever since then, every weekend and every day we're open, Thursday through Sunday, we're very busy. The Skillet Curling League, the first league, was a very good success. The Stormwater team finished third at the tournament, so that was very unexpected because we were not very good.
No
But-
conflict there if you would have won. Thankfully, third place is great, Nikki.
Third is great. I'll take it. Yeah, we've had a ton of people out. We've had a ton of groups out throughout the week. I think we have 2 groups today coming, and the community obviously very much loves it, and we're happy to provide this experience for everybody.
Awesome. Well, thank you. And thank everyone for their involvement. That is a great, great thing this court has done for 8 years?
Yes.
8 years. It's been awesome, so we're glad to do it, so great.
And how long is it open through?
Oh, yes.
The end of January.
Yeah, all the way
Yeah.
through January, so please do that. And as a reminder, I know everyone knows, but all Warren County employees, you can get 4 tickets up there in Crystal Cummings' office, and she's happy to help you out with that, so if you have it.
We will be closed Christmas Day out of respect for our employees and
Yes,
their families.
closed
but-
Christmas Day,
Oh
so
my
it's good.
gosh.
Well, I don't believe Holly Warren is available today to be on the, well, I hope someone's doing inspections in the field today. Well, that's awesome. Thank you for the Christmas spirit, but Merry Christmas to the whole Contracts Licensing Board. That's great. So, very, very productive day ahead for that ad agency, I can tell you. Thank you. All right, Ronnie?
Merry Christmas, it's hard to follow that.
Yeah, please, that's right, so. All right, Tommy?
Come up for just a moment.
Please.
I spoke to James Markham about the dress code today too, so. Trying to help you out. Anyway, I did want to just run over the numbers from the auction Friday, which was really successful. Drug Task Force took in about $196,565, which will pay for about 5 vehicles that will probably be coming before the court for over the next few months. So the plan continues to work. The Sheriff's Office got $1,500 for a car that was probably worth $300, but he had the best return on investment there, I think. And Operation Pride in the parks got $17,800 for the mowers out there. And I'd certainly be remiss if I didn't again thank Joe Houchins, Senior and Junior, for coming down here for well over 20 years now and doing the auction for free with no buyer's premium and whatever, because they believe in what we do. So they've been thanked. I also want to just thank Stephen in the clerk's office and Lynette certainly and her people for what they did to get these cars processed rapidly and in and out of there, along with Vicki Duckett and Jenny Puckett from our office in emergency management. They've both have the experience on how to make this work and get the proper paperwork, and James was out there with us from beginning to end helping also, so we appreciate that. And the only other thing I have is Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Tommy. Thanks for all that. I would like to add 2 things. One, we had a buyer that was confused and thought it was a cash-only transaction and brought 22 grand of cash. That was awesome. I think I guess he assumed it was for the drug task force, and the only thing they're used to is cash. So it was amazing. But also, Tommy, in an effort to help the taxpayers of Warren County, sold 2 used office chairs at the end of the auction. They went for $5. I'm serious, for both. Tommy, that was a great investment. So.
It got it off my books, Judge.
Got it off the books, that's right. But thank you for all the hard work, and obviously that your agency continues to do, so thank you for that.
Well, thank you, and it was this, as
Yeah,
with
very
all
good.
things we do, as a team effort.
You got it. Thanks, Tom.
Thank y'all. Merry
All
Christmas.
right, Merry Christmas. Ben Peterson, I don't see him back there, he's got things, and Mr. Markham, all good in your world? Great. Squire Cummings,
You gonna start with me for a change?
I am, because I've got an 11:30. I want to get to it. No, I'm
Actually-
playing.
Actually, I have nothing other than to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, to be safe and enjoy the true reason for the season, and enjoy your family, and just Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everybody.
Merry Christmas, thank you, Ron. Squire Aldridge has a family member, we'll start with that, and then you can get into anything else here.
Okay. Thank you, Judge. I would like to congratulate my son, William Aldridge, our newest United States Marine. He just graduated boot camp last week. I appreciate it. Also want to thank everybody that came out for the first annual Christmas parade that the Hadley Volunteer Fire Department put on. There were like 64, 65 entrants. It was an amazing parade. Look out, Bowling Green Parade. They'll outdo it probably next year. They're pushing on out there. So I appreciate everybody that put on the hard work. Thank you, Chief Justice, for all that you do. It was a great time. Also, as we're mentioned, the volunteer fire departments, as I say often, they are the backbone of our community, and I greatly appreciate those men and women. They serve the community in an awesome and amazing way. And speaking of, we have Mr. William Rector, Warren County Fire Coordinator, is here with us today with his family. We're so glad that they are here now, and if it'd be appropriate, we'd love to have you come up and introduce yourself.
And your family, and we're happy, our newest employee, so that's great. So, Bill, welcome.
Good morning. So I just briefly introduce myself. My name is Bill Rector. I have my wife, Stacy, my son, Wyatt, and my daughter, Kylie. We are day 3 of getting settled in, and it's been raining since we arrived, so we're working through that. But we're very excited to be here. We appreciate all the support that you guys have provided, and I'd be remiss if I didn't recognize a couple folks that are here, Mr. Hamilton, Mr. Duckett, and then Chief Justice I met this morning, and some others that have been very helpful communicating and getting us straight. So we appreciate everything and looking forward to hitting the ground running.
That's great. We're excited to have you. I think it's, I said earlier about, about your last name. I truly believe that in Warren County. We just want exceptional people to be here, and it doesn't matter. There are a ton of rectors in Warren County. Bill is not related to any of them. And
That's
so they all, but I think it should be noted too, what an unbelievable opportunity we have. But Bill and Stacy and the kids, they moved here from Maryland. And so this is obviously a very serious step for Warren County. It's a serious step for the Rector family. And again, I want to thank Deputy Judge Downing, Magistrate Aldridge, Magistrate Cummings, and the rest of the committee for coming to that conclusion and hiring Bill. And I think great things are ahead for us. We are extremely excited to have your family here. You'll have our full support, and we're looking forward to you getting your hands dirty and seeing what the next steps are. So we're looking forward to that. And again, we'll take just a moment and look at, Wyatt and Kylie. At that age, 4th grade and second, I'm already screwed up, I'm sure.
3rd and 4th, sir.
3rd and 4th.
Yes.
So you can think back of when you're 3rd and 4th grade, but then moving to a new state. I moved to Kentucky when I was in 7th grade, and my friends, I specifically remember them saying, no one wears shoes in Kentucky, and I bought it hook, line, and sinker because I came from Maryland. I was pleasantly surprised. We do wear shoes, and there's some great things, but I think what you're going to find is it's a great community that's going to embrace you, and we're looking forward to it. But Bill, it's a great honor for you to be here today. Thank you so much, and Merry Christmas to your family.
Merry Christmas. Thank you.
And Judge, other than wishing everybody a Merry Christmas, that's all I've got.
Okay, thank you so much. Squire McWhirter.
Want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas. Welcome to the Rector family. And I'm sure this is, as you all know, this is the greatest town. You don't know it yet, but you will. Greatest town in the state, or in the country, as far as I'm concerned. So good luck. Wish you, everybody, a Merry Christmas.
Great. Squire Lasley.
Merry Christmas to everyone, and just want to express my gratitude for everybody that keeps Warren County going, and certainly over the holiday season when a lot of us are taking a day or two off, they're still working and keeping things going, and encourage everybody to be kind. Even though this is the most joyous season for many people, it's also a tough time for others, and so it never hurts to be kind.
Good words, thank you. Squire Lawrence.
Yeah, Judge, I just wanted to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I hope everybody gets to spend a lot of time with their family and their friends, because, I mean, take them for granted because you just never know when it'll be the last day you get a chance to.
Yep, thank you for that. Squire Williams.
What's so funny?
Well, I mean, Merry Christmas to you.
Ho, ho, ho. It is what it is.
That's right.
I do want to welcome our new friends from Maryland. I haven't officially met you yet, but you're going to love Warren County. And Merry Christmas to everybody, and thanks to everybody that, as Scott said, keeps this county going. It's the greatest place in the world.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yep, and congratulations to, I'll say it to you, for the Bowling Green Purples for winning the state football championship. We're hoping to have them
That was
here.
my Christmas present.
I know it was. We're hoping to have them here in January, as well as the Bowling Green cheerleaders who want to stay. I'm not taking any away. We'll hear from Amy, but that. So we've got a couple champions to be here in January. So thank you for that. Treasurer Burrell.
Thank you, Judge, and Merry Christmas to everyone.
Merry Christmas. That's the most we've gotten out of him in 5 years. So, so thankful for the holiday season. It's a miracle. Miss Chandler.
I do want to take a moment to recognize the newest KHSAA cheerleading state champions. This is our four-peat. We've run 4 years in a row. That is a big deal. It's really, really hard to do. They work all the time. They do not take a break. We get 2 weeks off in February of every year, and then they start back up. And so it is a commitment, and they are truly athletes, and we're going to recognize them as well. And
yes.
But I'm so happy for them. It's a stressful moment as a mom. Every time I'm like, hit, jump, hit. I mean, you're very stressed. You're very stressed. So we're thrilled for them. We're thrilled. So that's just a little caption of what I do when I'm cheering for them. But Merry Christmas to everyone and Happy New Year. Look forward to 2025. To the Rector family, welcome to Bowling Green and Warren County. You're going to love it here, and we love that you're here. So we look forward to working with you.
Awesome. Thank you, ma'am. Ms. Cummings.
Feliz Navidad, Juez.
Thank you, Crystal. Good. You're waiting for that, I know. Deputy Judge Downing.
365 days to do that from last year.
That's right.
I just want to say welcome to the Rector family. I am so excited that you all are here, and I look forward to working with you and the next steps that we're going to take with our fire service here. And Merry Christmas to everybody.
Merry Christmas. Couple things. One, there are three families, however, I'd like for people to keep in their prayers for this. Scott had mentioned that. It's always tough this time of year, but Gary Dillard, a great impactful gentleman in this community, was on the ITA board since the beginning. As a gentleman I mentioned yesterday that in 97 or whatever came by my office, picked me up. He's a good friend of mine, and drove me out to a cornfield in northern Warren County, driving through someone's field. I don't even think we owned it yet, but to show me where the newest economic development facility would be, and that was the Trans Park. He was instrumental in that, along with a lot of other people. Obviously, Judge Buchanan had that idea, but Gary Dillard was one of the guys he went to first, and great gentleman. He passed away this week. Ron Murphy, someone that was very important with the downtown redevelopment. He was a DRA director, and so a great guy. But then I would also ask you all to be with Hendricks Brakefield family, great friend of ours and the executive director of LifeWorks, and he lost his young daughter, Bobby Grace, this week, and her funeral's today at 5 o'clock at Hillview. Just a tough situation for that. So, but if you will indulge me, because I have the microphone, but I do like to.
You want to sing?
Yeah, I'm not going to sing, so, but I do like to write and journal, and I write things down, and it helps me, because then I can read back, and I'm going to read something that I wrote a little bit back, just kind of thinking through things with a lot of different things going on. So if you don't mind, I'm going to read this, but I want you to, I hope this means something to you as well. So as I look back on pictures and think of memories of Christmas past, I try to hold back the tide of emotions. Things I'd forgotten, silly faces, laughter, great trips. I look back at pictures to the late 80s when I first became a father. I think back on the Christmas of '94 when it was about 6 degrees outside and Santa forgot to put the presents under the tree the night before because he was staying up putting a toy train set together till 3 in the morning. His alarm didn't go off, and Brittany came and a 6-year-old into the room to tell me that Santa forgot to visit the house. After a mad scramble, shockingly, he did come moments later. But anyways, so with all the daily life and hustle, those thoughts sometimes get dim and muddled. I'm always thankful for great memories and hang on to them, but then remember that this year's smiling faces, memories, and gifts will soon be just that, a memory. But I guess that's the way God designed for it to be, so that must be the best for everyone. But maybe the secret isn't to figure out a way to remember the past better, but to enjoy today to the fullest. So use these days leading up to Christmas to do family and be with the people that you love. To be involved whenever you're all together, to take a few minutes while you're watching a Christmas movie, playing a game, or eating dinner, to look at each face, listen to each voice, and thank God for bringing them into your family and your life. So it has been a great honor for me to work with each and every one of you. And I want to tell each and every one of you Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And our next meeting is, sorry about that, but thank you for the opportunity to do that. But our next meeting is Thursday, January 9th, 2025. So that'll be next year. For that, I hope everyone has a blessed Christmas, happy holidays, and
Judge,
peace.
before you ask for a
Yes.
dismissal, reminder, there's 11 o'clock ribbon cutting.
Oh, yes, we do have that. 11 o'clock, if people are available, there's a ribbon cutting for our newest entrance. It's actually down here at Kentucky and 6th Street for Operation Pride. That's 11 o'clock this morning. If you can come down there, it would be great. So, all right, with that, we have a motion adjourned from Squire Lawrence. We are adjourned. Merry Christmas.